Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Gina! Gina, everybody!
Sorry, she wants to see something.
Hello.
Do you have an Xbox One?
So I don't know if you guys know this, but 1% of Ben's population is in fact houseless. Not necessarily homeless, but just houseless. And I just got into the dating pool here and didn't know that. So 1% is about 940 people. That is a big ratio in a dating pool. So the first guy I go on a date with, we actually are coworkers, and we go out for a beer, we go out to the next bar, we grab another beer, and then we go to the next bar and grab another beer. He says, "Hey Gina, you're drunk. Why don't you let me take you home tonight?" And I say, "Oh yes, that sounds fantastic." And so we walk and we get into his Toyota pickup, and that's it. That's his place. But I know the statistics, so obviously I'm like, okay, whatever, it's fine. And so he drives his place to my place, which is a house. Like, don't get me wrong, I live in a house. Okay, I'm not a fucking loser. And he drives his place to my place, and then we start making out, it's getting hot and heavy, and then I say, "Why don't you come inside, stay the night?" Implying adult activities. And he says, "No." And then I say, "Oh, give him some finger guns," and then that was it. And society has taught me that a 22-year-old blonde girl with huge tits can probably sleep with everybody she wants to. But apparently that is not the case. I can't even sleep with a homeless man. So, that's fine. It's totally fine. I'm upset. So I download Tinder, because that's a great idea. And I'm swiping left, right, up, and down, and I find a Clark Kent looking motherfucker. He is 6'6". He has a jawline exactly like Jake from Raft Guiding. And he's probably got biceps the size of my head. So, we go on a classic Gina date. We go bar, bar, bar. And he says to me, "Gina, you're drunk. Why don't you let me take you home tonight?" And I say, "Oh, yes, Superman. That sounds like a great idea." And so we walk, and we get to his place, and lo and behold, it is a Sprinter van. There's mood lighting, and there's a dog in there, so he's obviously got his shit together. I'm not walking out of a window to go pee. I'm standing up, legs extended out a door to go pee. And we start making out. Gets hot and heavy, and then he looks at me and says, "I don't want to have sex with you." All right. Which is a lot harder than the no, because the no was like vague and disappointing, where this was like very personal about myself. Not sex with me. That's great. So I give up on dating a little bit. Society has fucked me over in not the way that I wanted it to. And so I get a second job to kind of fill the hole in my heart of not having anyone in my life. And I see this guy, and he comes in a few times a week, and he's super cute. And then I notice he rides a motorcycle. So unless he has a tarp set up in the woods, I am probably good to go. I know. And so we go on 3 dates, which it's a little bit different from my ways that I've been telling you. We go on 3 dates, and I say sober as a bird the entire time. And the 4th date, I get completely hammered. Classic Gina. And then he says, "Hey Gina, you're drunk. Would you, yes, please take me home for the love of God, yes." And he puts his address in the Uber, and so I don't know where we're going. But we got into an Uber, so it's farther away than walking distance, which is a bright side. And we get in the Uber, and we're driving past parking lots, and I'm getting very worried that we're going to stop at one of these parking lots. But don't worry, folks, we didn't stop at a parking lot. We stopped in an RV lot. So don't worry, Mom, I didn't have to climb out a window or step out of the van to go to the bathroom. He did have a bathroom, so that was... I'm moving on up in the world. Got a bathroom. And also, at this rate, by the end of next year, I will probably get into a mansion. So And so things are getting hot and heavy, like before, and I'm getting worried, because he saw something around me, and then he looks at me, and I'm like, oh, fuck, shit. But then, guess what? He takes off my pants, and bada bing, bada boom, we did the deed. And I was ecstatic, and you know what? It was mediocre and subpar at best. And that's fine, because I'm a 20-something young girl, and I just want to have shitty sex with random men I met at a bar. That's, I feel like that's what your 20s is about, and I can't believe I'm doing that. So, Pete, if you are in town and you do have an apartment, or a giant river bus, that's, I think, next on my list there. So, thank you guys.